Reading fill in the blanks is always difficult for me. Basically, I'm not understanding how to improve. I practice a lot, I read a lot, I get the grammar things, collocations also I know, but not understanding why I always end up getting 1 out of 5 or 2 out of 5. Why it is difficult for me. Basically, once you understand why it is difficult, meaning once you understand the problem, will you find the solution? The root cause of all the problems is finding the problem, and today we'll understand what is the problem, why people get tensed or panic in reading fill in the blanks, and I'll offer you some good solutions. You just follow them. 5 to 5, it's inevitable. Make sure you watch the video till the end. Hey everybody, Nakul from SKILLS PTE Academic. Really hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm back with yet another super awesome packed video on reading fill in the blanks, why it is so difficult and what basically you should do to get that 5 to 5 in every reading fill-ups. Before we get into the video, if you're not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button. And anytime you need online assistance, it's a paid assistance. You can check the information in the description of this video. We've shared a WhatsApp link. You can click on the link, text us a message. I'll be there, we will be there to help you guide in the right direction. Alright, without further delay, let's straight away get into the video. Let me just share my screen. Reading fill in the blanks, very difficult. Do this. What is that? Do this. Let's understand step by step. So first thing is, like I told you, the problem is to identify the problem. So let me just list out the basic reasons, the simple reasons why people find reading fill in the blanks very difficult. One of the reasons is you don't understand what you read. You're reading, but you're not getting a picture of what you're reading. Correct? Just reading for the sake of it and reading to understand the story are two different things. The second reason could be you fall for the trap. This is a trap and you pick it up. But the answer is this. Correct? This is a common scenario. I'll explain you why I have highlighted this in yellow. You interchange the answer. This or this, this or this, this or this. I select this here, I select this here. But this should go here, this should come here. Interchanging is a very common scenario where people completely get confused and mess it up all. Some people struggle here because they need more time, but there is no time. 2.5 minutes per question. More than that, if you keep solving the last few questions, you will not be able to solve because the timer will just run off. Correct? I'll explain you why I have highlighted this in yellow, and some people just panic because they're not really confident. Correct? Because they don't have enough knowledge on reading fill in the blanks. And we know every time they solve reading fill in the blanks, they end up either getting 1 out of 5 or 2 out of 5. But for the sake of someone else, they give exam. Obviously, you will panic, man, isn't it? When you give exam and you're not ready for it, confidence will not be there. You will give rise to this thing called panic. Vocabulary problem. I understand everything, but I also feel if I knew the meaning of this word, I would have gotten the score. But what to do? I don't know the meaning. So these are the 6 problems that I could think of as to why reading FIB is very difficult for you. You don't understand what you read, it can be fixed. Every day, if you read books or novels, don't read very slow, read a bit faster. Read a bit faster than your actual speed. Every day for 1 hour, you do this, vocabulary problem automatically solved. So when you read books or novels or newspapers, if you come across a difficult word, don't go to internet, Google and try to search its meaning all the time. Don't do it frequently. Try to guess the meaning of the word from the paragraph. Try doing it. In the worst case, if you're still not confident, if you're still not getting it, then you can check it in the Google. You do that, the problem number 1 is solved. You definitely will not panic because you're very, very confident, because you know a lot of words. Vocabulary problem will just vanish. These 3 things will automatically just vanish. The problems that you think you have will automatically disappear once you read books, at least for 20-30 days. You do it. Regularly you do it, things will automatically fall in place. But still, the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, you will have problem. And for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, I'm there to help you. You just have to do this that I want to talk about now to fix this 2nd problem, 3rd problem and 4th problem. The 1st, 5th and 6th, like I told you, you have to improve your reading skills. That's the only way out. But 2nd, 3rd, 4th, we have a lot of strategies. You fell for the trap. How not to fall for the trap? You come in this direction and approach a solution. You come in this direction also. If you approach some other solution, then whatever you found before is wrong. If you come to the same solution, it is right. You escape the traps this way. You interchange the answers. This is also the similar method. You do one way, another way also I'll teach you three different methods. In all the different methods, if you're arriving at the same solution, then you have not interchanged the answers. If one solution, one approach, you came to this solution. Another approach, you came to this solution. One more approach, then it's all messed up. Correct? There are strategies using which 2 and 3 can be fixed. You need more time to solve because you don't have the real approach within you. It's not about reading all the lines every time. Sometimes you read, sometimes you don't read, you think. Sometimes you use grammar. That's where you save the time. Some questions you do in 30 seconds. Some questions you do 5 minutes. This way you divide. Easy ones you do quickly. Apply grammar collocation. Context-based ones you take time. This way you can still manage. These 3 things, I promise you, today in this video, I'm going to fix it. But first, 5th, 6th, you should promise me that you will fix it only by reading newspapers or novels. Every day, frequently, 1 hour or 2 hours. You do it automatically. Problem number 1, problem number 5, and problem number 6 are fixed. Trust me on this. So now let's understand how to fix the problem number 2, 3, 4. This is going to be a short video, but it has got everything that you need. Try doing this. Take your time. I'm going to add a timer of 2.5 minutes on my bottom right. Within 2.5 minutes, you have to do it. If you get 5 minutes, everyone will do. I want you to do it within 2.5 minutes. Post that. I'll explain you a few rules. I'll explain you 2 different methods on how to do it. We will try to arrive at the solution from 2 different approaches and see if it's a trap or not. Each and everything in detail in this video. 2.5 minutes. Here you go. Alright, I really hope you have solved it. Okay, one way of doing it is in your own approach. 15-meter long vertebrae, understanding what is this and trying to fit bit vertebrae, extent vertebrae, lead vertebrae, lineage vertebrae, catch vertebrae, head vertebrae, fossilized vertebrae, bite vertebrae, conclude vertebrae. Keep on, like trying out every option. This is called brute force method. When you don't have any other approach, this is the first approach people start with. Now what has to come? Now dash longest snake. Have dash scientists. It has, they try to understand. to dash in 2024. A relic, they don't know the meaning of relic. They struggle, they try to put this, use their intuition, and so many things. People usually add head here. People usually add bite. People have done it. And conclude, or here people write bit. Have bit scientists, because snake is given. Correct? So, this way people fall for the traps because they don't have the right approach. So today I'm going to teach you two different approaches, so that in both the approaches you come to the same answer. Then obviously that is the correct answer. If you arrive at different answers, then perhaps you have made mistakes. Alright, so before a noun, let's understand the grammar rules. I've explained grammar rules in multiple videos. Today as well, a little bit of a glimpse of grammar rules I'm going to give you. Remember, if there is a noun, the boy, the girl, the good boy, the great girl, the beautiful girl, the adjective comes before a noun. Before a noun, adjective appears. If there is a noun here, boy, and if there is a dash, it should be an adjective. But one thing you remember, good, bad, ed is a verb. He tested the project. But this ed verb 2, or verb 3 rather, can also become an adjective in few cases. A tested project, a developed project. Remember, ed or verb 3 can also act as adjective. Remember the rule, after a noun. Now we talked before a noun. Now let's talk after a noun. After a noun, 100% verb has to appear. He did some action, he eats. Sometimes he is good, that is also there. So things are different here. You need to understand them in depth. He eats. If there is is, was, then adjective can also come. But he is working. Work. But usually a verb comes after he. If there is an immediate dash, it's a verb. Verb could be in the present tense, past tense, could be anything. So after a noun, verb appears. But before a noun, adjective appears. Remember this. After have, meaning have, has. Remember this. I'll tell you why I'm showing you all these things. Verb 3 appears. Eat, ate, eaten, verb 3. Give, gave, given. Write, wrote, written. Develop, developed, developed. For some words, verb 2, verb 3 are the same. For some verbs, verb 2 and verb 3 are different. So now they have eaten, they have written. After have, has or had, he has eaten. They had eaten, he had eaten, I have eaten. Verb 3 only will come. If there is dash after have, it should be verb 3, no matter what. And then after 2, if there is an infinitive 2, 100% it's always verb 1. I want to eat. See, here you cannot use eaten. Here you cannot use ate. It should be eat. I want to eat. I want to eat. But one more rule. The rule that's mostly applicable in most of the fill in the blanks these days. After his, her, their apostrophe. His car, her car, their house, their car. Apostrophe is David apostrophe is David's car, David's house. After all these things, if there is a dash, it is 100% noun. Remember this, his car, his house, there has to be a noun. Their car, their house, there has to be a noun. So using these things, now we have got one more approach. One is the context, other is the grammar. We use both of them, and if we arrive at the same answer, then obviously that's the correct answer. If we arrive at different answers, that means you've fallen for the trap. So this one I'll just show you very quickly. Let's go with two approaches, grammar plus context. Now using context, people try to understand this is the name given to 47 million year old. Oh, 47 million year old means that's a fossil. Find the clues. This is context. Here fossilized is what people end up writing. Now using grammar, let's see. Vertebrae is the noun. The vertebrae, the boy. Before a noun, adjective. Adjective can end in ed. Fossilized. Perfectly making sense. Context, we found the clues and found fossilized. Using grammar, we found fossilized. This is 100% correct answer. It cannot be a trap. Of the now, the longest snake. Snake is a noun. Before a noun, adjective, one more adjective. Here adjective can be extinct. And now if you go with the context of the now, say it's a very old one, fossilized vertebrae of the now, extinct, now it is not there. Logically making sense, grammar wise also it's making sense. Two different approaches arriving at the same solution. You're eating this way and you're eating this way, both are going inside your mouth only. It's not going to someone's mouth. It is 100% not a trap. Study and research over the years have given a path to scientists. Context have led the scientists. After have, verb 3 has to come. Led is a verb 3. That's also making sense. The next one, after 2, verb 1 has to come. Verb 1 has to come. Verb 1 here, verb 1, verb 1, verb 1, bite is a verb 1, conclude is a verb 1. Only 2 verb 1. You go with the context. Have led the scientist to conclude in 2024 to bite, now it's conclude. The last one, a relic dash. After a noun should come. After a noun should come. So now we have noun as lineage, head, the catch, the head, the lineage. Now context, they're talking about a snake which existed long time back, so it's a lineage. A relic, lineage that originated in India. So the idea is very simple. We are using 2 approaches, and from both the approaches, we are arriving at the same solution. 100%, all the 5 are correct. It means before even you click the next button, you're 100% sure that answer is correct. I have to get 90. If you're arriving at different solutions, then perhaps you made mistakes. So answers are 15-meter long fossilized of the now extinct, have led the scientists to conclude, and lineage. Now we take up the second question. Take your time and solve it. I'm going to add a timer of 2.5 minutes right over here. Alright, I really hope you have solved it with 2 approaches, because that's mandatory, so that you don't fall for the trap or you don't interchange. After an, what has to come? First approach. Second approach, sage. What kind of a sage? Sage probably is a wise man. Legend has it, stories has it that an dash sage, a very knowledgeable erudite, that's the word, but if you don't know it, then an, after an, ye, I, o, u, pronouncing sound will come. Correct? And establish is a verb. We need adjective, establish, the ed has to come. Erudite, that's the only thing that is fitting in erudite. No other option. You cannot fall for the trap here. An erudite sage traveled through a village where a respected scholar lived. Context. Using context, recited. Using grammar, after noun, verb has to come. Scholar is a noun. Legend has it. Traveled, all in the verb 2. Here some verb 2 has to come. Recited is a verb 2. It is actually fitting in and logically also making sense. So with both the approaches, we got that answer as recited. Hope you are getting it. See, that's how you should do. It's like solving a mathematical problem in your 8th and 9th standard. I'm not sure how many of the people were doing it, but I was always trying to go with 2 approaches. And if both the approaches arrive at the same answer in the end, then 100% answer is right. That's how I used to do. Alright, so the same thing I'm giving you here. It's like a backup approach. No matter what, answer should not be wrong. Their disciples, means students, planned a debate to decide. So I'm trying to go with the context. To decide who had the better mind. They're going to have a debate. To announce, to decide who had the better mind. After 2, verb 1 has to come. Verb 1 excel, verb 1 quarrel, verb 1 establish. These 3 are going with it. Now there are chances that people write quarrel. Is quarrel decide? Quarrel means decide? No. People write excel. Excel is not decide. Excel is to progress. Then answer is establish. This way you can avoid the traps. This exactly is what I am talking about. Have these 2 approaches. One normal approach, one backup approach. But you should do it as quick as possible. The next one, expecting a interaction. Interaction, an interaction or a interaction. This is a noun. Before a noun, adjective has to come. So now the crowd gathered expecting something big fight is going to happen. It's a debate competition. So it's intense interaction, making sense? Expecting an intense interaction. Now before interaction, before a noun, adjective has to come. Now let's see if interaction or something similar to interaction is what we can find. Fiery is violent. Distilled, dd can be an adjective. Quarrel is a verb or a noun. The quarrel, to quarrel. The quarrel person, no. This cannot come at all. But people end up choosing quarrel. You go with the context, you think quarrel interaction, but grammar wise, it is not fitting in, boss. Now grammar wise, beep sound came because it is not fitting in. Now you come out of the trap. I know a lot of people have chosen quarrel because lack of grammar knowledge. The quarrel, to quarrel. Not to quarrel can be an adjective. Getting it? Or to know if the word is an adjective or not, what you can do. He is, put that word. He is good. He is fiery. He is great. He is quarrel. Wrong. So quarrel is a noun or a verb. It cannot be an adjective. So answer has to be not distilled. It's distillation. What distill, man? Correct? Purification of water or something. It has to be fiery. 2 approaches. One from this direction, another from this direction, helping you get the right answer. Avoid the traps this way. And the last one, to everyone's surprise, they acknowledge each other. Oh, no fight happened. And walk back to their respective places. Correct? Now places is what we need. After there, we need a noun. Correct? Remember after there we saw, remember this rule, after the last one, after his, her, there, we need a noun. We need a noun. So now nouns are patents. The patents, the quarrel, the establishment, to establish, verb, noun is establishment. Erudite is an adjective. Abodes, abode means house. I don't know the meaning of it. Now people will struggle, but patents is not going perfect because they went to their places. Places is not patent. Abode has to be noun. Abode is the correct answer. Even if you don't know the meaning of abode, you have to make a decision. Patents and abodes are the 2 things left. Abode I don't know, but patents is a noun. But patent is not fitting in. Then it has to be abode. So when you have these 2 different approaches, it will definitely help you come to a proper decision on what is the correct answer. So answers are erudite, where a respected scholar resided. To establish or to decide, not quarrel. People write quarrel here also, 100% wrong. They planned a debate to quarrel who had the better mind. No, to decide who had the better mind. Quarrel is not fitting even for the third, it's 100% wrong. Establish, fiery interaction, abodes. Many people would have gotten 3 out of 5 here because they would have messed up this quarrel or this. Third and fourth, 100%. So many people would have made mistakes. The approach that I'm talking about is only to fix this thing. So you need grammar as a backup approach. From grammar also, if you get the correct answer, then it's a perfect answer. From grammar or from grammar via grammar, it you got to know that this is not the correct answer, then it is a trap. All right, so moving on. Then is this question. I will not be discussing in today's video. I'll give you some hints, but I want every one of you, whoever thinks that yes, this video is helpful, this guy is really doing a good job, then please, I would really appreciate and request you, leave a comment in the comment section. This is going to be a little tricky one. I'm telling you, people make this mistake. This complete wrong. This and this interchange. We have given a lot of thought on making this question. See, we prepare our own questions, by the way. So people make a lot of mistakes here. So take your time and do leave your comments in the comment section without fail, based on the comments, based on how many of you are giving the correct answers. The next one, the next video, I'll increase or decrease the complexity of the question. But before we end, I'm going to give you some hints. Dash may have been, usually starts with a noun. Noun, education is a noun, diseases is a noun, traits means characteristics. These three are the only noun. One of the, after one of the, you have plural noun. One of the restaurants, again diseases or traits. These two can fit in. This is a plural noun. That has been, verb 3. Has been killed. It has been written. Favored is a verb 3. Abated is a verb 3. Decide which one is the correct answer. In early unpredictable environments where resources are, after our verb 3 can come. Or resources are high, resources are low, adjective can come. I'm just giving you. Now adjective, scarce is an adjective. Scarcity is a noun, scarce is an adjective. It is scarce, the scarce project, the scarce land. Adjective. High is an adjective. Well, greed is also noun. I forgot it. The greed, the greed. I think only scarce and high are the adjectives. Alright, uncertainty is, after is, verb 3, it is given or it is good, adjective. I think that's enough. Now you follow, take your time, no need to do it in rush. Now follow two approaches. One with a context, with the hope of understanding what is there. Second, grammar, with the hope of getting a backup approach. And see through it, try doing it, and let's see if that works or not. This is a very tricky question. I'm telling you, we have given a lot of time to frame such a question. Even in our class with registered people, registered course people, a lot of students made so many mistakes on this. So I'm giving you here a chance to fix the mistakes. Try doing it. Leave your comments in the comment section. I think with this, I'm gonna park the video here. If you believe the video was very informative, like, share and subscribe and leave your valuable comments in the comment section. This is Nakul, Nakul, Nakul signing off from SKILLS PTE Academic. Soon we'll be back. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Thanks much.